Okay, I think everything's unmuted now. Okay. So apparently YouTube is having a strange problem with latency issues for this stream. So I am not on the video yet, I don't think. I don't know. Hi everyone. It's me. It's LL117 here today, and please don't roast me too much in the live chat about how much my hair looks like junk. Literally for like the last 2 hours, I think I've been running all around the house doing various chores so I don't have to do them tomorrow, and I don't know, man, for some reason I got a strange like caffeine kick towards the end of the night here, so I've been running around the house doing all sorts of things. I think I'm doing laundry right now as well, and I don't hear my washer, so maybe it's finished, but I'm not sure. I'll check that later. But hello, everyone, in chat and everything. Let me just pull up chat on my screen here. Who do we got? We got the usuals. We got Katie, Gum Robber, J Game Guy, and WMGI Industries Productions, and the Beast LOL with a lot of exclamation points. Hello, everyone. Great to see you. If you're wondering why my chat looks different on my screen, it's because I'm using, well, I just heard the washing machine beep, but I'll check. Like I said, I'll check that in a minute. I'm using YouTube's new streaming thing, or new streaming interface with the new YouTube Studio, and basically because they're forcing me to at this point. They are forcing all creators to change over to the new YouTube Studio, which I don't think is all that bad. I hate the new interface for how to live stream. There's too much going on it. It's not as simple as the other one, and I'm really not a fan of it. Honestly, I'm not a fan of how it looks, but I will force myself to get used to it. So with that being said, this is very unprofessional, but I'm going to go check the washing machine as the stream continues to persist. If you have any questions you would like to ask, please go ahead and put them in the chat, and I will do my best to answer them when I return. So it shouldn't take more than a couple seconds. Okay, so I was wrong. It's actually my dryer that beeped. So I messed that up. But it's okay, because the washer's still going. And I see no new questions. All I see is Austin Anthony said evening. Evening, Austin. So, oh gosh. And yes, if you're wondering, I am wearing a robe. Don't judge me. It makes me feel like a rich man who's not actually rich. That's the best explanation I can give you for why I bought this for $27 at Target. And it's comfortable. Leave me alone. Maybe this has something to do with the sugar rush I had later this evening. I actually did try, if you didn't know, Mountain Dew just released a zero sugar variant of its drink, and I decided to try it. You can definitely taste the difference. I mean, this does not taste like this, and this does not taste like this. Obviously, I prefer the taste of this, but if you're one of those health nuts out there, then I guess zero sugar is for you. Luckily for me, I'm perfectly comfortable with dying at 30. I'm kidding, I'm not comfortable with that. I want to live a long and healthy life. So I see we've got some questions coming in here. That's good. I think it's because YouTube's latency issues and how they set up the stream. I apologize for that. YouTube is stupid. We're going to discuss that in this live stream coming up here soon. Gumrobber asks, when will normal uploads start happening again? Good question, Gumrobber, and it's one that I will answer later in the stream. But rest assured, my man, your question will be answered. Pablo Santos, hey Lego Lover, how are you? I'm doing very well, Pablo, actually. How are you? It's Friday. It's the weekend. It's going to be a good weekend for me. I hope so, at least. I'm supposed to see... I actually don't want to mention this because every time I mention her in a video or a live stream, I don't see her the next day. But I'm going to take the risk. I'm supposed to see Hope tomorrow. We're supposed to go see the new movie Doolittle, which is coming out in theaters, starring Robert Downey Jr. And she thought it looked cute when we saw the trailer in the theater when we saw Rise of Skywalker. So that basically meant I was going to see that movie regardless, because when you have a girlfriend, you make sacrifices as such. So we're going to go see that tomorrow, and I'm probably going to slip my wrists halfway through because I think it looks terrible, but that's just me. So I'm doing well, Pablo. Austin Anthony says you just missed the fire and explosions while you were gone. Dude, how did I miss it? What happened? I don't see anything. Katie says, how's school? Yeah, I just started back at school this week, and it's going well. I have a perfect grade right now, but granted, there have only been 3 assignments this first week for this class that I'm in, so it's I haven't died yet, which is a good thing. This random person named Hope Dunaway that I know nothing about just called me rude. That's wow. Okay. I think she's rude, but that's just my opinion. Whoever she is, I mean, I don't even know who she is. Pablo asks, am I going to see Bad Boys for Life? God, I really don't want to. That's another trailer we saw in the theater that Hope said looked good and wanted to see. So I've been sentenced to seeing both Doolittle and Bad Boys for Life. But I might, the first Bad Boys. I own both of them on 4K, and the first Bad Boys was okay. Bad Boys 2 was legitimately one of the worst films I've ever had the displeasure of experiencing. So I might want to kill myself halfway through Bad Boys for Life. So we'll just have to see how that works out. Gumrobber, what movies are you excited for this year? 2020 is an interesting year in the film genre, mainly because I don't really know a lot about what's coming out this year. Surprisingly enough, I have not been keeping up with the calendar for this year. I know Black Widow is in May. James Bond's No Time to Die is in April. Birds of Prey is next month. Yikes. Um, Doolittle, I could lie to you and say I'm excited for Doolittle, but I'm not. Oh, what do I have on my calendar? I put all the films I'm going to see on my calendar, so let's see what's coming out. Ooh, Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, I'm excited for Sonic the Hedgehog, man. Hope and I are going to see that on a Valentine's Day. She thinks we're not, but we're gonna. I don't see anything in March. No Time to Die. Black Widow. And then isn't Eternals supposed to come out this year? I think Marvel's Eternals is supposed to come out this year. So that's cool. And then that movie, what's it called? Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds. I saw the trailer for that in theaters when I went to see Rise of Skywalker. That looks hilarious. Free Guy looks absolutely hilarious. And I've heard great things about 1917, although technically that's a 2019 film, but it's getting wide released this year, so if it hasn't already. So I've heard great things about 1917. Let's see. Katie says she's excited for SpongeBob and Tom and Jerry. I completely forgot SpongeBob 3 is coming out this year. That's right. I need to find out what date that is so I can put it on my calendar. You're right, Katie. I have seen Doolittle. I'll pray for you. Please pray for me, Pablo. I need help. It will make a pretty awesome vlog, though. I'm definitely going to film something while we're there. I refuse to see Sonic on Valentine's Day. I will scream. Oh, Hope, I didn't tell you. Those were the reservations I made. I made reservations for the really big popcorn bucket to see Sonic that night. That's why I didn't tell you. Surprise! May 22nd, 2020. Okay, thank you, Katie. I'm going to put that on my calendar right now. May 22nd. SpongeBob 3. There. For transparency's sake and for evidence, May 22nd, SpongeBob 3. Scoob is also in May. I've heard about... Isn't Scoob a prequel, I think? I don't know. I don't really have any interest in seeing it, quite honestly. But heard from some people the trailers look good. I just haven't taken time out of my day to to look at that. Actually, you are seeing SpongeBob. Don't even try, Hope. You are seeing SpongeBob. If I have to see Doolittle and Bad Boys for Life, we are seeing SpongeBob. Okay? My line in the sand. Avengers Assemble 221 asks, have you seen the trailers for Top Gun Maverick? I have. I'm not impressed. I'm impressed by the... Washing machine just buzzed. I will take care of that in a minute. After I answer this question from this lovely viewer. Top Gun Maverick looks... It looks okay. Okay, I'm interested in the new camera maneuvers that they're trying out with how to film actual live-action jets up in the sky. Other than that, if it's anything like the first Top Gun, I'm going to hate it, because the first Top Gun has nothing of substance. It has no plot, there's no story, nothing to get invested in. It's just a bunch of shirtless dudes playing volleyball and flying jets, and it's dumb. I made the crack that I don't like the first Top Gun to my parents when I saw the trailer for it. I was like, you guys like Top Gun? And they were like, yeah, we love Top Gun. It was great. I'm like, what was so great about it? Nothing. The only great thing was I got the need for speed. That's the only good thing to come out of Top Gun. And the fact that Tom Cruise looks weird when he's young. The only film I really want to see this year is Scoob. Respectable. Should be Black Widow, though. Black Widow looks pretty good, in my opinion. And I swear Eternals is coming out this year. Hang on. I have got to look this up. Marvel's Eternals. Yeah, November 6, 2020. Yeah, that's when Eternals is coming out. So, Eternals is actually one that I'm more interested in than Black Widow, because it's a new property, and it has Richard Madden in it from Game of Thrones. So, Robb Stark died too soon. I know I'm not hyped for Peter Rabbit 2. Peter Rabbit is amazing. Dude, Hope, Pablo's putting you on blast. Now we got another friend texting me about Top Gun. I didn't see Star Wars 9, says Katie. Well, spoiler alert, Katie. Han Solo dies. Bam! While you sit around and think about that inevitable fact, I'm going to go put these in the washer. I'm so professional. I brought a friend with me. Come on. Come on. Hello, Rosie. Yeah. You come up here. See that? You're on camera. No, you don't. Yes, you are. There, all you Rosie fans out there, I've serenaded your Rosie needs. You are so cute. You are so cute. Can I wear this hat? Can I wear this hat? Okay, bye-bye now. You going back downstairs? You don't have to go back downstairs. You can stay up here. Come here. Come here. You can stay up here. Yeah. You can lay up there. That's good. See? There she is. Honestly, I could do the entire stream just focused on her. And y'all would be happy, I'm sure. Because you like her more than me. I sure know Hope does. Okay. Who is texting me? Okay. So, let me catch up on chat questions here. What are your thoughts on the trailers for Onward? It looks okay. It doesn't make me think Pixar, though. Hope didn't like the trailers for Onward, but she thinks we're not seeing that, but we are. There are a lot of films I want to see this year. Sonic movie, Onward, Scoob, Sponge on the Run, Soul, and more. Didn't see any substance in it. It was cliche and not done the enjoyable way. He's talking about Peter Rabbit, not about Top Gun, but Top Gun is actual. There is no substance in Top Gun. Hope says hi, Rosie. Rosie, say hi to Hope. Okay, she's not going to say anything. Throwback to last year's January stream. Now play with her like you did last year. Was that last January that I did that? Damn, time goes by fast. Onward looks gross. Can I just say I love the way you describe things, Hope? That's one of the many reasons I love you. Hello, Sodor Productions. And now everyone is screaming Rosie because she's sitting on my bed now. But ha, I'm blocking her so you can't see. She has no idea she's being broadcasted to the internet right now. Also, I got Cars 3 on Blu-ray now. That's great. Yeah, that is great news. I am so thrilled. So thrilled. Absolutely. 100% for you. God, my hair is a mess. Need to get it cut. I'm getting it cut this week. So that's good news. It's um, the longest it's been in probably 3 to 4 years. Oh, Rosie went back downstairs. No more Rosie. So, yeah. Hope says she prefers it this long. I don't know. I like it long, but not this long. You know, it's gotten to the point where it's just unmanageable. So, I like it long. Hope can put her opinions on my hair in the comments. She gets more intimate with that than you all do, but do you think Cars 4 should happen? I think it should. I don't. Cars 3 ended beautifully, and I would rather Pixar not touch what is admittedly a perfect trilogy. No, not a perfect trilogy, but a great one, and they really shouldn't ruin it with a fourth one. Kind of like Indiana Jones. Like, please, please, please don't Crystal Skull the Cars franchise. Plus, we have the video games, and the Cars video game trilogy is actually really good. Like I showed off in the last stream, I showed off my complete Cars video game collection. The first game, not all 3 games. I know there are more Cars games, but in my head, there are only 3. Nothing went past Racerama because everything past Racerama is just pure garbage. Tracy Street, hello. You need to style it the way I did the other night. You mean how it was like sticking up? I don't like it like that. I don't. Maybe I'll do that for Valentine's Day just to surprise you. Does anyone else know Mighty Machines? I know Mighty Machines. I know the theme song. I don't know anything about it. Yeah, Cars 3 ended the franchise very well. It did. I don't think it needs to go any further. If you had maybe a spin-off, possibly, with Cruise, which I don't think will ever happen, but it could. I mean, you could explore her story in maybe a video game or something. The only Cars game I've ever had was Mater's Tall Tales for Wii and Cars 2, the video game for PC. Okay, Mater's Tall Tales is admittedly garbage, but it's fun garbage. Well, maybe not fun garbage. It's okay garbage, but Cars 2 is just garbage. I mean, there's no getting around it. The Cars 2 video game is trash. J Game Guys thinks the Cars 3 game is underrated. What do you see in that J game? I'm just asking because like I've played a fair bit of it. It's just more of Cars 2, and I'm not a fan of that. Especially since they didn't even get Larry the Cable Guy back from Mater. I mean, you know something is wrong with your game when you don't get Larry the Cable Guy back for your game. Also, I really like Cars 2. Why do I feel like I'll get my head blown off for saying that? You know what, Austin? There are a lot of people out there that claim Cars 2 is a bad movie, but I have never heard a valid reason as to why people think it's bad. The only thing I've heard is that they didn't like it. They personally didn't like it. That does not mean the movie is necessarily bad. That just means your personal opinion doesn't line up with what the film was trying to say. Doesn't mean it's a bad movie if you didn't like it. You know, I can say The Irishman is a perfectly well crafted film, but I don't like The Irishman. Is it a well made film? Yes. I don't like it, but it's well made. It's not for me. And you can say Cars 2 is not for you as well. Anyone get my meaning here? Scoob is apparently going to kickstart a Hanna-Barbera cinematic universe. Oh, God. Why? Why are there more cinematic universes? Did we not learn our lesson from the Dark Universe here, people? I agree. Mater's Tall Tales in comparison to Cars 2, the video game, is terrible. I have not played Mater's Tall Tales in forever. I have it. Pretty sure. Yeah, I have it. I'm just looked over at my Wii shelf. I do have it. I had it as a kid. And it reminds me a lot of the DS Cars port. The DS port for Cars is a completely different game than the console versions because it's just a bunch of mini games. There's no story, it's just mini games with some Piston Cup races thrown in there that are excruciatingly hard. Mater's Tall Tales is the same thing. There's no story, it's just mini games. It's just high score based mini games. And in a story driven franchise that the first three Cars games were, they were story driven games. To go from that to just pointless mini games is a huge downward slope. Cars 2 is almost as good as the first one in my opinion. See, I like Cars 2 a fair amount, but I can recognize that it is the worst of the Cars trilogy. Not saying it's bad, but it's the worst and my least favorite out of the three. Do I still get a hell of a lot of enjoyment from watching it? Yes. But Cars 1 and 3 hit the more emotional spots, for me at least. Cars 3 game, there's a large amount of achievements which unlock extras. I got them all and found it very satisfying. Well, I'm glad you found that satisfying, Jay. I, for one, did not find the experience very satisfying. I didn't beat the game. I played the game for maybe a couple days, maybe a week at most. Then I got an Xbox One, and I actually own it on Xbox One now because I got it for a deeply discounted rate and haven't played it on the Xbox One because I just don't care enough to play it. I'll tell you one game I have been playing recently. I started Jedi Fallen Order about a week and a half ago, and that game's fun, but I've kind of been avoiding going back to it because I I apologize if you can hear abhorrent yelling coming from the background. I'm home alone right now, and my brother is with me, so he thinks he can scream as loud as he wants as he plays Call of Duty like a fucking noob. So he is online with his friends, yelling at the top of his lungs. So I apologize for that. I have to keep my door open so I can hear the washer and dryer beep. So I'm sorry for that. I cannot control him. as I was saying, I started Jedi Fallen Order the other day or other week, and it's good, but I've kind of been avoiding playing it because I I've heard about how difficult the gameplay is, and I'm not a fan of difficult gameplay. I prefer an easy breezy gameplay experience, get the most out of the story as much as possible when it comes to video games, because I'm terrible at video games. I'm terrible at them. Um, but one game I have started last weekend I started it. I started playing Star Wars: The Force Unleashed for the first time since I played it on Wii back in like 2012 or something. I'd only ever beat it on the Wii, and I've owned it on Xbox 360 due to me being a gold member and getting uh, the game for free, thanks to gold status. And it's backwards compatible on the One, so I've been playing that for the last couple of days, and damn, that's a really well-made game. I love The Force Unleashed. Admittedly, you do feel kind of like a Force god going through and just slicing up enemies, but it's fun and fun. I really enjoy it, and I haven't made it to the end yet, but I know what happens because I beat it before, and I'm excited to get to the end of it because uh, that game is a really well made. I have not. I'm literally about to go over there and smack him in his head. I haven't uh, played um, two yet. Force Unleashed 2 yet. I played like the first level a few years ago, but I haven't made it past then. So once I finish 1, I'm gonna go play 2. Um, Call of Duty is pretty overrated. Yeah, it is. Have you played New Super Mario Brothers for the DS? I have. Put a little bit of time into Jedi Fallen Order, and yeah, even on regular difficulty, it's really challenging. Are you playing on the like actual regular difficulty, Jay, or are you playing on the like just the story uh, difficulty? Because there's a difficulty above just regular, and it's like, hey, choose this one if you don't want to deal with annoying combat and just get the story. That's the difficulty I played it on, and I'm still scared of it. I only got like 2 levels into Jedi Fallen Order, so honestly, I may just look up how it ends on Google because I mean, don't tell me how it ends here if any of you know because I don't want to know yet, but I might just do that, honestly, because the game scares me. Have you played Cars the video game on Game Boy Advance? I have, Pablo. I beat the first level of it on the last stream I did back in December. Hope can attest to that if she's still watching the stream. She hasn't commented in a while. But she can attest to that. She saw me do it. She was there. But the GBA port stinks. I hate it. Um, what is your favorite Cars video game? The first one. Duh. It's best. Did you get Disney Plus? I did. I've talked about this before. Philip Blake Moss. I think you're new around these parts. I did get Disney Plus, and it's great. All the Mandalorian is great. You should watch The Mandalorian. Or as Hope calls it, The Mandolin. Thomas Fan Island of Sodor NWR. That is a long username, my man, but hi to you as well. Anyone knows where to buy Cars 2, buy the Xbox version. It's funny, Sodor Productions, I have the Xbox version of Cars 2 because I got it, surprise, surprise, through gold member status through Xbox Live, so yeah, that was fun. I know there's a difficulty choice above that, but I still prefer a little bit of a challenge. So it's surprised how difficult it is. Honestly, Jay, I hate challenge. I'm a scrub when it comes to challenge. So, if it gets too difficult, I suggest switching to the just story uh, difficulty if you just want to make it to the end of the game. That's what I'm doing. You know, it just popped in my head. I have not finished Battlefront 2's campaign. Hmm. I got to the point where, what's her name? Iden Versio and the other guy who's not Paul Blackthorne uh, go to the rebels. They leave the Empire. I got to that point. And I just haven't gone back to it yet. I fully intend to finish it because I want to get to the level where you play as Han Solo with a beard. Because it's Han Solo with a beard. I mean, why would I not want to do that? It is the mandolin. It's not. Hope, while you're here, did I tell you that I have the Black Series Mandalorian action figure, right? The 6-inch one? Well, Hasbro is making a Baby Yoda 1-inch Black Series figure that's in scale with the 6-inch line. And call me a sucker, but I'm super excited for it because I want my Mandalorian to hold that damn Baby Yoda. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm hyped for that. I'm hyped for it. Um, who's your favorite Thomas narrator? I feel I've answered this like 20 million times. This is a question I get almost every live stream. George Carlin. I literally should just hold up a sign that says my favorite Thomas narrator is George Carlin just to answer that question. Ugh. If Thomas and the Magic Railroad doesn't get a Blu-ray this year, I'm going to say why haven't they for its 20th anniversary? It's not. They're not going to do that. Um, and I don't blame them, honestly, because Mattel has no idea what they're doing with the Thomas franchise. No. Baby Yoda is the purest thing out there. You need the Baby Yoda, OMG. I do. I'll send you a picture of it. You know what? I'll text you a picture of it right now. Oh, Baby Yoda Black Series. Let's see. It's already available for pre-order on Amazon. That's kind of cool. Uh, Officially, it's titled The Child, but come on, it's Baby Yoda. Oh, it's not shipping until May. Well, that stinks, but you save pictures from Amazon. Let's screenshot it. Alright, I hope I'm texting it to you now. There you go. You can look at it and gawk at it. It's not shipping till May, which kind of stinks. Did you hear Disney is dropping the Fox name from 20th Century Fox? I did hear that sort of productions. Stupid, stupid idea. I don't know what Disney is thinking here. I just, I was excited when I first heard that Disney is was buying 20th Century Fox because I was blinded by the fact that um, that I was gonna be able to, have my X-Men back with my Marvel Cinematic Universe and the Fantastic Four back. I did not realize the implications this would have on the film studios in general because now Disney owns too much for itself and they're dropping the Fox name. Fox has been around for what, 90 years? 80, 85 years? And now they're just gone out of existence. It's getting really hard to defend Disney nowadays because they're turning into the villain. They've become the one thing they swore to destroy. Ugh. They're just stupid, 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 stupid. Who's your least favorite Thomas narrator? Easy question to answer. Michael Brandon. How would I make the Children's Day really special? That line speaks for itself. Hashtag Mattel fix Thomas. They won't, because they've royally fucked it up. His little coat is the cutest. Trust me, Hope, whenever I order that Baby Yoda and when it shows up at my house, I will call you instantly and say, look, it's here. Come over and help me open it. And we're going to open it together. And it's going to be a glorious moment. But you can't have him because he's mine. He needs to be held by my Mandalorian 6-inch action figure. Oh. Who is the stupidest character from season... I know that doesn't mean 120, but this guy typed season 120F. I think he means season 12. I don't know why people can't type. I don't know. I don't care about Thomas anymore. I need to hold this sign up too. Who is your favorite Thomas character? Oliver. I'm so sick of answering that. It's nothing against you, Philip Blake Moss. I think you're new around here, so I apologize if I come off as being a little bit aggressive, but I've just answered these questions so many times in the past. Given what is going on with Mattel, the fact they discontinued Trackmaster and are switching animation companies, the future of Thomas does not look good. Yeah, I heard about these switching animation companies. I heard that, what's the company? Jamfilled announced on one of their social media platforms that their last Thomas project was coming to an end. Um, so, yeah, I've heard about that, and it's it's sad, man. It's sad when you watch a brand that you love slowly be butt fucked into the ground and destroyed. I mean, it is just, mm, it makes me so mad. Um, I've been watching your Thomas Home Media reviews. Oh, that's cool, man. Cool that you found me through that. You've been enjoying it? You've got a lot of stuff to get through with that series, which has been rendered monetarily worthless. Thanks, YouTube. When is your next episode or remake? I will answer that later. Oliver's my favorite character too. Hey, Austin, I knew I liked you. Did you hear what happened to College Humor? Turns out the whole company lost its money source. No, I haven't heard about that. That's something I have not heard about. Could you elaborate? Season 24 and the Royal Engine are going to be Jam-Filled's last Thomas Productions. Okay. Call me crazy. I thought season 24 was already out. I don't follow the show anymore, so I thought it was already out. I did see the promo image for the Royal Engine, and yeah, it literally looks like they just they pasted a stock standard female engine face onto that engine. I mean, it looks like they ran out of ideas. Which, let's be fair, Mattel's been out of ideas for Thomas since about 2016. I see we got some Oliver fans up in here. How reliable do you consider Rotten Tomatoes? That one's from Pablo. Pretty reliable, honestly. I don't trust their reviews like 100%. Like, I don't like using critic scores as an argument for why I like or dislike a film. But but Hope says we're not seeing Black Widow. That's wrong, Hope. We are seeing Black Widow. Don't try to fight me on that. Yeah, I don't trust I don't trust them 100%, but a lot of the times my views do line up with what the critics think. And I do consider myself one of them, kind of. I'm not as stuck up or as a Hollywood liberal as they are, but Duchess looks like Chinese Merlin. That's right, it kind of does. Would you care about Thomas if the show was better? Or why do you not care about the show anymore? I don't watch the show because I don't care about the show because, frankly, I have not cared about Thomas since probably home media reviews ended, which was what, 2018, I think was when that show finally went off the air. I have not cared about Thomas since the home media reviews ended. Because the show in its current state does not interest me anymore. I have no interest to watch something that I do not find entertaining or nostalgic or anything. It's a shell of its former self at this point, and it's literally just self-torture if I watch the show now. So I don't care about it. And if it was good, I might check it out more often. But honestly, I have not gone back and rewatched anything Thomas in probably a good 6 months. I still enjoy the show. I'll always have a soft spot for the classic series and everything in the later CGI era, around like season 17 to 20. You know, those seasons were great, but it just does not interest me anymore. Something's beeping. I never watched your channel until 2017. Well, that's a pretty substantial time there, NWR. So, yeah, cool. When you said homie reviews, I thought you said homie reviews, and I laughed so hard. Yeah, I know. I know you laughed at that because you think you're hilarious, Hope. I'm here to tell you that you're not. I'm kidding. Homie review. I should start that as a series. Just review my homies. That'd be fun. I'm gonna go see what beeped. So, please chat amongst yourselves as I am being totally professional and leaving my own live stream. Fret not, live stream viewers. Oh, I am back. It was the dryer. The washer's still going. One more load left. Then after I put that load in the dryer and it beeps, I'll be done with leaving the live streams. So, read the comments here. Considering, in my opinion, they made an episode potentially hinting Thomas X Rosie, you're not missing much. Oh my God, are you've got to be kidding me. They did not. They did not do that. You do see Bad Boys for Life. I hope you enjoy it, since Rotten Tomatoes has a score of it in the 70+ range. You got to be kidding me. It can't be. I need to fact check this for myself. Hang on a second. I can't spell. Rotten Tomatoes. I need to fact check this for myself. Not that I don't trust you, Pablo. I have to see this. 75%. Are you kidding me? This is certifiably fresh. What? How is... I feel like I just got kicked in the balls. Like, what? Let me look up the first two. Okay, Bad Boys. Um, Bad Boys has a score of 42%, and Bad Boys 2 has 23%. Bad Boys for Life has 75%. How? Ugh. What is wrong with society? Oh. How? Ugh. I am just I am I am baffled. I am baffled. Thomas is not airing on TV anymore for some stupid reason. Yeah, Mattel announced the other day on Twitter that it's no longer airing on Nick Jr., which doesn't make any sense. Does anyone remember a few years ago when Mattel announced that Thomas was going to be on like a ton of streaming services, and I think Mattel was going to start their own streaming service, and then that never went anywhere because Mattel's out of money. Ugh. He needs to get his life together and do laundry another time. He sucks. You know what, Hope? I don't want to do chores tomorrow, so I'm getting them done tonight. I cleaned my bathroom, I changed my bed, and I'm doing laundry tonight. I'm being productive, actually. I'm multitasking. What's your favorite Disney show? Are you asking that because I have Disney Plus? Because I have watched several classic Disney shows on that service. Thanks to that service. And I think my favorite Disney show probably is Lilo and Stitch the series. It's great. It's one of the best spin-off shows that has ever come from a movie. But as far as original television programming from Disney, Good Luck Charlie. Good Luck Charlie is great. It's for all ages and it entertains me to no end. I just finished it a couple days ago and it's great. I love Good Luck Charlie. I'm actually watching the show called Lab Rats on Disney Plus right now, and I watched a little bit of it when it was airing on Disney XD, and I enjoy what I have seen of it so far. I just finished the first season, and yeah, I think Lab Rats is pretty okay. But as far as favorites go, Good Luck Charlie and Lilo and Stitch. Check the Doolittle one, please. Doolittle is like 18%. Yeah, that's exactly what Doolittle is at, Hope. It's at 18%, I'm pretty sure. Yep, 18%. How does Bad Boys for Life have a better Rotten Tomatoes score than Rise of Skywalker? What the hell is going on? Did we enter the Bizarro universe? Like, like what? Sweet Life Gang, where are you at? You know, Multi, you're gonna hate me for saying this. I did not watch The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody growing up. I didn't. I saw the spin-off show Sweet Life on Deck before I ever saw Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and to this day, I think I've only seen one full episode of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I liked what I saw, just never grew up with it. Kim Possible is my favorite classic Disney TV series. You know, I've had Kim Possible on my watch list, sort of productions, because I really wanted to give that a rewatch because it's been a long time since I've seen Kim Possible. So I'm really excited to have that all in one location on Disney Plus. So I am gonna give Kim Possible a rewatch. Not the live action one though. That one's not very good, from what I've seen. It's okay. I barely saw Kim Possible. There are just some things we don't see. Kind of like I can't see 2 feet in front of me. But you know what? My doctor says it's kind of temporary blindness. He said it'll go away soon. Rise of Skywalker isn't hard to beat, in my opinion. You didn't like it? What? I loved Rise of Skywalker, man. I thought it was great. If you were in Kim Possible, you would be the naked mole. You are so rude to me. You need to stop. You're hurting my self-esteem. No, if anything, Hope, I would be Ron Stoppable. Because I'm a dunce. Edward, Henry, and Toby should be put back on the Steam team. Stop the engines bouncing. Everyone hates it. Okay, Avengers Assemble. I've completely given up hope that anything good is ever going to come out of Thomas again. We've just gotta, um, we've just gotta, rely on fans for that. I've got to ask a dude, why does it say lay video? Multi, I honestly don't know. I don't know why I did that. Um, I think it was just one late night. I was whipping up these graphics really quick, and I thought lay video was funny. And I haven't changed it since. And I probably should, but I'm probably not going to. That's the best explanation I can give for you why it says lay video. Oh, you're right though. I probably shouldn't have done that. But we're doing it live. Change it to leap video. No, I'll change it to Lee video with like 4 E's. Lay video is in fact not funny. You are so mean to me. Stop. Get some help. Are you going to any future train shows? Okay. You guys are probably wondering why you haven't seen a train show video, because this is the time of year when that happens. I missed it this year. I completely missed it. I didn't check the dates for when the train show was coming. I honestly kind of forgot it was coming, and by the time I checked the dates, I was like a week off. So unfortunately, I missed it. There will be no train show video this year. It sucks. I know it's my fault, but that's just the way it goes. I will keep track though of any like future train shows that are coming this year. Don't think there are any, but I will look into it because I'm kind of sad that I missed it. Uh, so I know that's a yearly tradition for me, but this is, I've done it for 5 years now, so 1 year off is what? How could you miss it? Gumrobber, the dates change every year. It's a different time every single year. It either happens in January or February, and for some odd reason, it didn't register in my mind that it was in January. So, sorry. Um, for anyone who's interested in what it's called the Great Train Show. It comes to Louisville every year. I think, what's the guy's name? Steak and Cake on Twitter. I think he lives in Kentucky too. He might have gone. I remember one year I was there. I think he said that he was there too. I think there was another. There's another Thomas fan, not Ethan, Crazy Ethan. He lives here too, but he lives like down in La Brea, Kentucky, which is not near Louisville, where I'm located. So pretty sure it was Steak and Cake that said he had been there. You were so mean to me the other night. It's only fair. When have I ever been mean to you? Not true. She's telling lies on stream. You tell tales about us to the cars. There was the Greenberg one. Yeah, I'm not flying all the way out to Greenberg. Sorry. I have a job that I can't ditch. We could have met up with a lot of other users like Ed's Trains. I've seen those meetups on Twitter, Startup Productions, and those look awesome. And honestly, I wish they were closer to Kentucky because that would be awesome to meet up with all those guys. But they're not near me. When you ignored me in the car. Okay, that justifiable. But I only ignored you for like 5 seconds. You're being mean to me for like 10 minutes, okay? That's just very not proportional. And my washer beeped. So, here we go. Another commercial break. Talk amongst yourselves. Actually, you know what? Before I leave, I want to talk about, we're going to get political here, okay? Because I want to discuss this impeachment sham, and how this whole notion of being sad and somber is a bald-faced lie, okay? I'm going to play you guys this video from Mr. Ben Shapiro of the Daily Wire. This guy is...
The media are...
Whoop, don't play now. This guy's a very smart person, and he knows what he's talking about when it comes to media hypocrisy and whatnot, and about this whole impeachment sham. So just watch this and tell me that these Democrats actually are somber and sad during this impeachment. Tell me that. Just try to tell me that. Just watch.
Just mouthpieces for the Democrats at this point. And they truly are. I won't say the entire media. There are certain members of the media who I think on occasion try to do a good job. I will say that the folks over at CNN, generally speaking, do not. Wolf Blitzer and members of the CNN team pretending that this was a serious moment in America after spending years cheerleading for Trump's impeachment, after spending years pushing the Trump-Russia collusion stuff, after years suggesting that Donald John Trump is the worst person who ever lived. They're sitting there like, oh my God, what a serious moment this is for the country. Yeah, I'm going to go with, these are crocodile tears. Here's Wolf Blitzer.
Adam Schiff, the lead House impeachment manager, the chairman of the Intelligence Committee, was very somber, very serious. He read these two articles of impeachment: abuse of power by the President of the United States, obstruction of Congress by the President of the United States, repeatedly saying that the President of the United States engaged in high crimes and misdemeanors.
Everybody very much on point here. Everybody understands the somberness and the seriousness and the sobriety of the moment. This is why you had Nancy Pelosi trying to pretend that she was really somber and serious and sober about all of this. My favorite actual instance of the somber, serious, sober moment was Kamala Harris. So Kamala Harris, she was doing an interview with MSNBC, and she was on camera before she knew she was on camera. And she's yucking it up. I mean, just laughing out loud. And then the camera switches on. She realizes that the red light is on. And she puts on her somber, serious, sober face and goes for it. It's clip 24.
One of our colleagues, Casey Hunt, who is now with one of those senators. Casey?
Ari, thanks so much. We're here with Senator Kamala Harris, who, of course, a former 2020 presidential candidate.
I mean, this is a solemn, serious moment. These are the most serious charges ever brought in the history of our country against a president.
I'm going to cough up a lung. That's amazing. Show it again. Show it again. Do it again. Do it again. That's great.
One of our colleagues, Casey Hunt, who is now with one of those senators. Casey?
Ari, thanks so much. We're here with Senator Kamala Harris, who, of course, a former 2020 presidential candidate.
I mean, this is a solemn, serious moment. These are the most serious charges ever brought in the history of our country against a president.
The most serious charges ever brought? Ever? Really? There's not a single crime alleged in the impeachment papers, like not one. But I really enjoy. They need to use the word sedate. We need stern, like all of the S words, right? I don't know why they picked S, and they could have gone with portentous, weighty, right? There are plenty of thesaurus items they could have gone with, but it's all the S words. But that shift from that face, from that giant Joker grin, and that crazy Joker laugh. I mean, I suggested after she left the presidential race that maybe she was up for the part of the Joker in the next Suicide Squad, but she went from that to, I mean, it's like Joaquin Phoenix in Joker, who has this bizarre penchant for laughing at inappropriate times, right? Because he's got an actual condition. Kamala Harris can't stop herself. She's like so happy. She's grinning. And then she realized the camera's on. She goes, and the Oscar for worst congressional actor goes to Senator Kamala Harris. Everybody's so serious about it. Guys, we ought to take this super seriously, because super serious crimes are being alleged, and it's the allegations that matter, as we'll find out in a moment. It's not the actual proof. It's the allegations that matter, because now it's up to the Senate to investigate, which is weird, since the Senate is where you hold a trial. See, normally in the impeachment procedure, You hold the investigation at the House level, and then you hold the trial at the Senate level. Now, I don't know about you, but if you've ever watched like a Law and Order episode, there's a difference between the investigation, right? That is the part where the guy who played Lumiere is out there on the streets walking the beat. And then there's the actual trial, and that's the part, you have Jerry Orbach walking the beat, and then you have the part where Sam Waterston actually tries the case. And they're two completely different things. Sam Waterston isn't the one walking the beat, gathering all the facts. He's the one trying the case. It's Jerry Orbach who's supposed to be walking the streets, finding all the evidence. Well, the House is supposed to be Jerry Orbach in this little analogy, and Sam Waterston is supposed to be the Senate, but turns out the House wants the Senate to be the investigative body as opposed to the House being the investigative body. We'll get to that in just 1 second. Nancy Pelosi did a crap investigation in the House. They didn't call any of the relevant witnesses. They called a bunch of people who had heard third hand about stuff happening in Ukraine. And now Nancy Pelosi says, well, really what we're conveying to the Senate is not about the proof. It's not about the proof. It's about the allegations. Well, I understand that the Democrats have decided that allegations are tantamount to proof as soon as you're talking about someone you disagree with. That if it's Brett Kavanaugh and there's an allegation made that he participated in a gang rape in 1832, that this is tantamount to proof, and therefore Brett Kavanaugh should not sit on the Supreme Court. I understand this is their broad view of how due process works, but this is not how due process works. So when Nancy Pelosi suggests that you don't need proof, you just need the allegations, and now it's up to the Senate to investigate the allegations. No, that was up to you, lady. And if you had just delayed this thing, we keep hearing now it's bombshell after bombshell. Bombshells dropping everywhere. It's like the film 1917, just bombshells blowing up right next to the Trump administration. Well, if you just waited a few weeks, you could have called all those witnesses, like every single one of the ones you are now calling on the Senate to call, which suggests that all of this is a put-up job, Nancy Pelosi basically admitting as much yesterday.
In any case, it's not a question of saying what proof. It says what allegations have been made. And that has to be subjected to scrutiny as to how we go forward. But it should not be ignored in the context of other events that have happened that would substantiate some of that.
We don't need proof. The allegations are sufficient for us to take seriously the impeachment charges. Again, this is like if Jerry Orbach walked into Sam Waterston's office and he was like, listen, I've got an allegation. A murder's been committed. And Sam Waterston's like, awesome. I'd like to go try this thing. Where's your proof? And Jerry Orbach was like, well, I think my allegation is enough. Like, there's been an allegation made. Don't got a body. Don't got a weapon. I've got a suspect. Like, I think that guy did it. Just call it a gut hunch. But I don't really have the proof. Waterston would laugh him out of his office, and he's a TV lawyer. So even Sam Waterston, TV lawyer, knows that if you're going to try a case in the Senate, presumably, if you're the prosecution, which the Democrats are in this particular case, then you should presumably have some proof to back you up. I hope you enjoyed that clip from The Ben Shapiro Show. If you did, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you stay up to date on all of our future content. The media are just...
Okay, so we're back. And I know, that was insane. I know you guys were kind of surprised by that. I know. But I was gone for that entire video. I planned to come back during that video, but my other dog, who is not Rosie, is outside right now, and he needs help getting carried up the stairs, so I need to remain vigilant. Whew, just had to race up the stairs, man. That was crazy. But now I'm reading the comments here about that video, and yeah, guys, yeah, no way they're somber regarding the impeachment. That is damn right. Because these Democrats, they don't give a shit about what happens in this impeachment as long as they win. They're not sour. They're not sad. They're not somber. They are happy as can be. And it is disgusting. The comparison to Joker is hilarious. I'm glad I didn't vote. I was not old enough to vote at the time. I wasn't old enough to vote for Trump at the time, but trust me, I would have. Trump is in Home Alone 2. I know he is. Yes, Gum Robber, he is. He's back. Perfect timing. How's Max? Tell Devin to get Max. You know, I'm going to go check to see if Max wants to come in, and if he does, I might bring him upstairs so you all can see him. It's been a while since I've actually shown Max on the channel, so I will be right back. In the meantime, however, let me find another glorious Daily Wire video, because I haven't got any like liberal comments telling me that the Daily Wire is a bad channel yet, because they're not. So, let's find another one to watch. Hmm. 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 Let us see. Let's go with this one. This one's about Elizabeth Warren and how canceling student debt is immoral.
This flag isn't backwards. It's assaulting forward. Warren was...
Yep, I'm sure it is. This one's about canceling student debt. It's from Matt Walsh. And how old is Max? Max is 13. Good job, Hope. You remembered what Max's age was. He is 13. And still kicking, man. He is still kicking. So, I'm going to mute my mic and play this video from Matt Walsh.
So, I want to start with this, just because it annoys me, and that's how I decide what I talk about on the show, if you haven't noticed. There's a story on NPR.com right now with the headline, "Canceling student debt is easier than it sounds." Wow, easier than it sounds, great. Senator Elizabeth Warren has pledged to cancel up to $50,000 of debt for 95% of student loan borrowers if she is elected president. Reading from the article now. Senator Bernie Sanders has proposed an even more generous plan if he's elected. Generous is one way to put it. It's very easy. I don't know if I would use the word generous when someone comes up with a plan that doesn't involve their own money. It's very easy to be generous with other people's money. That's very generous. It's like if Jim comes up to me and asks if he can steal money from Bob, and I say, yeah, sure, go ahead. Is that me being generous? Or is that me just not giving a crap about Bob? Both are, the article says, both are bold, controversial pitches that would have a hard time making it through a divided Congress. But on Tuesday, Warren announced that she would use a little-known shortcut and wouldn't need Congress. As president, she says she would cancel the debts of tens of millions of student borrowers all on her own. It turns out she's probably right. Warren wrote in the statement, "Our country's experiment with debt-financed education went terribly wrong. Instead of getting ahead, millions of student loan borrowers are barely treading water." I mean, I don't know if we could say it went horribly wrong when the problem is that people took out loans.
All right, did you see him? Because I brought him. Just the chats here. Because he is up here. Hey, buddy. He doesn't get to come upstairs all that often. So he's kind of excited. With all this smell you can see. Let me grab my camera here. That is Max. Say hi, Max. Hi, buddy. He is 13. He's a 13-year-old schnauzer. Here. Hi, buddy. Max, go over here. Max, look at the camera. He doesn't know this is a camera. That's why he's not freaking out. He hates to be photographed. And now he's asking me if he can go back downstairs. Because he doesn't like to be upstairs, in all honesty, because his bed is downstairs and he takes a lot of naps. So, you know, he's exploring up here in my room. He's smelling everything. And yeah, there's Rosie in the back. She's hanging out up here. Max, you want to go back downstairs? You want to go back downstairs? See, I like being upstairs, but they're too much for me. I don't want to go back downstairs, Scarlet. I need to go back to sleep. Okay, I'll take you back downstairs. But you gotta wait. No. I can pick you up. Here he is again. Say hi to Max. Say bye, Max. Bye. He's gonna go take his 15th nap today, so. Go upstairs. Oh, okay. Whew. Now, hopefully I won't have to leave anymore, except, except for the dryer. That's gonna go on. Dude, I'm hot now. Take this off. Oh, gosh. I need to work out more. That was a rush. Oh, boy. I need to, like, readjust there for a second. So that was fun. You guys got to see Max. I don't think Max has ever been seen on the channel before. I know he's been seen on Twitter, but now I need to unwind with Hope's absolute favorite beverage, a nice tall glass of milk. Ah, so refreshing. I know this is making her gag right now. That's why I'm drinking that, because it's so good. So Gumrobber just asked for the things I have that you don't part of the stream. We have not done that yet. So let's do that, shall we? Roll the intro. All right, here we are. The most famous portion of this live stream. Almost said famous segment. The most famous segment. Yeah, the famous segment. Yeah, it is. J Game Guy, you are my man. You just wooed. I'm so happy you just wooed. Hope hates the woos. So, thank you. Everybody woo in the chat. Please, go ahead. Everyone start wooing. I'll start. Woo! Woo! Ah! Ah! You know what? This is just to piss off Hope. I gotta find these sound bites now. Where is it? Here it is. Oh, that's not it. That's commentaries. What would I put it under? Sound effects. Here we go.
Woo! Woo! Oh yeah, woo!
Yes.
Ah! Ah! That's a man who can't woo.
Woo! I'm fired up. But thank you.
Yeah, we got the woos back. Everyone in chat's wooing it up, man. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so great. This is so great. This is so great. Oh man. I love it. I love it. I don't care if you hate it, Hope. She just put in the chat she hates wooing. I don't care. And I don't care if cow's milk is not necessarily meant for humans. It's delicious. It's honestly one of my favorite beverages. And you know me, I'm a beverage connoisseur. I literally ordered specialty soda from St. Louis for $40. So you think I'm not a beverage connoisseur? Please, get on my level. So this month's Things I Have That You Don't is actually quite small. I haven't bought a lot recently. I have some things coming in from eBay, but I haven't picked up a lot. This Captain America from Endgame came in, I think a little bit before New Year's, maybe after New Year's. I don't remember when this actually came in. So here he is. Kind of a spoiler. It's when he holds Mjolnir and is fighting Thanos with a broken shield. This looks way better than the Marvel Collecticore version. The Marvel Collecticore version looks bland and boring. This one looks amazing. He's got the little base with the lightning and everything. I love it. And yesterday, Funko announced that they're making a I Am Iron Man Tony Stark pop from when he's kneeling and he's holding the new gauntlet and he's about to snap. You have no idea how excited I was when I saw that on Twitter. Let me just hang on. I screenshotted this and I sent it to Hope. Look at that. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? It glows in the dark, man. Oh, I'm so hyped. Oh, I'm so hyped. Oh, you have no idea how happy I am that they're finally making that. Because that one from New York Comic Con that they made where he's holding the new gauntlet, he has it on. No, not what we wanted. That's what we wanted. So it only took him a year to finally get around to making it, but that's what we wanted. So I've got a video game here actually too. It's a DS game, and it's Nicktoons Battle for Volcano Island. Now, let me explain myself. I bought this game because I already had the card for it. I had the game card for it, and I couldn't find an empty case. For some reason, Battle for Volcano Island and Avatar the Burning Earth are just impossible to find people selling empty cases for just the game. So I went ahead and I bit the bullet on Battle for Volcano Island, and I just went ahead and bought a second copy. This is complete. It's got the manual and everything. So I still have my original card for it and the card that's in this. But I think I was talking to a friend of mine from work, and I was probably going to give the cards to her. So yeah, so I can just keep the case. She can have this card, and I can keep the original card. So we might work out something for that. But you know, I'm this close to casing my entire DS library. This close, man. I'm missing 2 games currently, and one of them is en route to me. It just shipped today. So now I'm looking for another game. So 2 away? I'm so close. Oh, man. It's a dream I've had since I was a young child, and my parents threw away my DS cases without telling me. Okay, now we get to the films portion of this. I bought 4 Blu-rays within the span of now, back in December when I had the last stream. So the first movie I picked up is Good Boys. This was on my honorable mentions for best films of 2019, and rewatching it, it's hilarious, man. I love this movie. Comedy is great in this. I laughed throughout the entire thing, just like I did in the theater, and pretty happy to have it. I did not receive it for Christmas, despite putting it on my Christmas list. Santa, coming after you, man, but got it at Walmart. So next up is by far Hope's favorite film of the year. She just adores everything about this film. She loves Joker. Joker's her favorite. I'm of course kidding. She hates this, and I don't know why. I also don't know why, but I kind of know why she hates it. She explained it to me the other night, and some of her reasons make sense, but I don't know why this swept Oscar nominations. This is not a masterpiece. This is not groundbreaking. This is an average film that apes Martin Scorsese to no end and rides that to the end. Does it have a masterful performance by Joaquin Phoenix? Yes. Is it Oscar-worthy? Does it look pretty good? Is it shot well? Yes. Did it change the game of comic book films? No. It didn't. It does not deserve 11 Oscar nominations. It definitely does not deserve a Best Picture nomination. It does not. And if we're going by Blu-ray poster art just alone, if they gave Oscars out for that, this definitely should not be in the running. This poster sucks for this Blu-ray release. It's literally just his face. The movie itself, though, I like. I rewatched it again a few days ago, and I like it. It's just not the best. It's not. I don't know. I feel like I'm a stickler for saying that, but it's not the best. These last 2 I picked up with Hope at half-price bucks when we went to see Rise of Skywalker again. I picked up Horrible Bosses, which I have watched, and it's pretty funny. Bought it for $3, and it's the totally inappropriate version, which basically means there's a bullshit extended cut that I didn't watch. I just watched the theatrical cut. For $3, it was kind of worth it. And then I also, last thing, it's the Birdman. And I can't say Birdman without stuttering. I have to say, it's the Birdman. So Yeah, I picked up Birdman starring Michael Keaton. Cool thing about this is it's the opening slipcover with the little Velcro piece there, and it's the red Blu-ray case. I don't know about you guys, but I love it when Blu-ray cases have special versions, when they're skinnier, or when they have different colors. I love this. And I was really, really wanting the red Blu-ray case version, and finding it with the slipcover in pristine condition. There's a little bit of a nick up there, but other than that, it's basically mint. $6. Haven't watched it yet. I'm going to soon, and I'm very excited to see this. So, there are some other things, but they are hanging up on my wall right now. I'm debating, do I want to take the camera off? I guess I'll take the camera off, yeah. I already took the camera off once in the stream, so if you can't see, it's kind of hard to see. Hang on. Let me turn on a light. There we go. I didn't have a frog in my throat. There we go. That's much better. As you can see, I've made some improvements to my 3 3/4 inch carded collection for Star Wars. I have to move this tripod out of the way here. This guy right here is new. He is new, and he is new. Half Price Books got in a huge, shipment or trade-in of 3 3/4 inch carded Star Wars figures, and I picked up, as you can see, Han Solo from the blue carded days of Episode 2, a vintage collection Han Solo in this beautiful protector here, and General Grievous on the same card as these two clones here that I picked up off eBay. So I've got now 6 Star Wars 3 3/4 inch figures, mint on card. They're all hanging here, and I love this. I love this. I'm not a 3 3/4 inch guy. I was back in the day, but not really anymore. But these are cool. And I just want to say that when I had both Han Solos in my hand, I was trying to make a choice about which Han Solo I should buy. And I was hemming and hawing. I was like, man, which one should I buy? And Hope said, why don't you just buy both? So she's an enabler. No, but for real though, I'm very grateful that she actually supports my collecting habits and actually is interested in the stuff that I buy and doesn't judge me too harshly for the kinds of things that I buy. So thank you, Hope. You're the best. There's one other thing I want to show you all. It's a Black Series figure. It is the Clone Trooper Captain Phase 1 Armor Edition. Don't know why my camera's not focusing. There we go. It's another repaint of the Phase 1 Clone Trooper, but it looks really awesome because it's got red markings. Hasbro has made the Captain, Sergeant, which is green, and Commander, which is yellow. Take the camera here and show you guys. There are all my Phase 1 Armored Troopers. This is every Phase 1 Trooper Hasbro has made. The original Phase 1 here, Sergeant, Captain, and Commander. They did not make a Lieutenant, to my knowledge, surprisingly. I thought for sure, for the longest time, there was a Lieutenant figure that has blue markings, blue accent markings. I thought for sure Hasbro made a Lieutenant, but every list I sought out, there is no Lieutenant. Hasbro only made the Clone Trooper Lieutenant in 3 3/4 inch, so I don't know where I saw that, but I have now completed the Phase 1 armor set of clones, because Hasbro hasn't made a Lieutenant yet. They should, but they haven't, so I'm kind of surprised by that. There are some more things, but I have a little video here to play for you, and once that video is over, I'll jump back to the original part of the stream, and we'll answer some more chat questions. So enjoy the video. Alright guys, so here I am in my other room. This is for the live streams, things that I have that you don't segment towards the end of it, because I'm too lazy to walk in here and actually show you all these things on live stream because I don't want it to be unprofessional. But one of the new things is actually this shelf. This shelf used to belong to my brother. We switched shelves. There used to be a black shelf here that was about this big. Didn't have this extra piece of slots for, you know, these bins to go in and whatnot. So yeah, the bins are probably temporary. I'm gonna go through them at some point and figure out what's in them and remove some of the content so I can get some more space on the shelves. But here are some new things that are not located in my room currently. I bought this Emperor Palpatine figure from Amazon. He's an Amazon exclusive, and he's pretty dope. I've got Kylo Ren set up here trying to face off against him, which is kind of not really a spoiler for Rise of Skywalker, because Kylo Ren meets Emperor Palpatine in Rise of Skywalker, and Palpatine is in Rise of Skywalker, so yippee. And then this is also new. This is the Battle on Mustafar, or the Duel on Mustafar Lego set, excuse me. Brand new for 2020. Picked it up brand new at Target, and I'm really happy with it. It's really nice. It has multiple ways that you can display this thing. I have it set up like this, and it's awesome. But it's kind of inaccurate because Obi-Wan doesn't have the high ground. Interesting. Anyway, that's it for me. Let's head back to the main live stream. Also, there's an Atari 2600 over there. Alright, so that was that video. Those figures are currently located in the other room that's down the hall from my room, which is where my Xbox 360 is located, and another desktop computer I don't really use all that much. So that's where Emperor Palpatine, Kylo Ren, and the Duel on Mustafar set will be located from now until the end of time, aka when I move out of this house. My collection has just grown so much over the last year that it's now spilling out of my room. There's a whole shelf outside of my room right now that's in the hallway that just has a ton of collectibles on it, like my DS games and stuff. And the Red Chrome Batman Hope got me for Christmas. It's just, I'm running out of space. So, let's check chat and see what is going on. I see a lot of woos. Let's see here. My dryer just beeped, but I'm not going to go get those right now. I'm going to get those later. Please respect my opinion, Pablo. You're on for that. Joker is a disgrace to all of humanity. You really do not like Joker, do you? I'm appalled by how much you don't like Joker. Slipcovers rule. A lot of cool stuff here. Nice, interesting, cool. Not a lot of comments about that, but hey, you guys must have been really interested in it. I see there was no appreciation back from Hope by just praising her about how I love that she is actually interested in my collecting. Hope, seriously? You're not even going to acknowledge that? So rude. James Borland says, "Good evening, Lego Lover 117. I'm one of your watchers during Thomas and Friends HMR. Great series." Thank you, James. Too bad it's over now, but thank you. I don't care what the fan base says. The Last Jedi, while not the best Star Wars movie, is a great movie. What are your thoughts? That comes from James Borland as well. James, I have an entire HMR on my channel on The Last Jedi. You can hear my thoughts about it there. Suffice it to say, I like the film. I like a lot of the choices that are made in it. And I really like the sequel trilogy. My brother the other night, we were at dinner, and he goes, "Man, I just got done watching the prequels on Disney Plus, and man, they are so much better than the sequels. They are so much better than them. The sequel trilogy has ruined Star Wars for me." I'm like, dude, you sound exactly like the rabid Star Wars haters online. Like, you sound worse than them. I don't know how a trilogy of films can ruin an entire saga for one person. I really don't understand that. How many Lego Star Wars sets do you own? Comes from Pablo. I own quite a few. I actually bought 2 of the 20th anniversary Lego Star Wars sets. I got the Imperial Gunship that comes with Han, and the Clone Walker that comes with Darth Vader here. But I have more. A lot of them are currently disassembled and in bags. So, but I have a few. Probably more than 20, I'd have to say. How much more do I have to wait for the question about the stream, about normal uploads? You know what, Gum Rubber? I'll talk about that now. Right after Hope acknowledges that I actually said that I like something about her, okay? I'm waiting here. Come on. My first time watching your videos was actually not Thomas HMR. It was one of your Let's Plays. I'm interested to hear, Austin, which Let's Play was it? Because that'll say a lot, honestly. Because I've done quite a few of those. Sequel trilogy over prequel trilogy. I agree, Pablo. My brother wanted to say that the argument against the sequel trilogy is that it doesn't have a story. Excuse me? I admit they did not have their story planned out, but the sequel trilogy has a coherent, well, maybe not coherent, a complete story. It starts with the First Order trying to rise throughout the galaxy. In Force Awakens, in Last Jedi, they succeed in doing that. In Rise of Skywalker, they stop the First Order from completely taking over the galaxy. Then my brother tried to say that, well, the prequels have Anakin turning into Darth Vader. Let's argue that. Phantom Menace has nothing to do with anything in the rest of the prequel trilogy. Okay? It doesn't. Unless you count the Clone Wars and Darth Maul coming back and all that. Episode 2? Yeah, you could kind of see that. Episode 3? Anakin's fall to the dark side is extremely rushed. And dumb. And I don't like it. Unless I've watched the Clone Wars, which I have, which makes Anakin's fall to the dark side seem less like a complete neck snap. So. Okay, thank you. You're the best. Love you. I like when I force you to say things like that. I'm kidding. I don't force her to say those things. She says it out of the kindness of her heart. What little kindness there is inside of that heart of hers. What's your favorite Railway Series book? I don't have a favorite, honestly. Will you continue the SpongeBob Let's Plays? Probably not. The fans voted. They wanted Lego Star Wars. I'm going to complete the story of Lego Star Wars and probably not do a Let's Play for another 20 years. It was one of the Thomas PC games. It might have been Trouble on the Tracks or Festival Adventure. Yeah, the Thomas PC games are actually some of the best Let's Plays I've ever produced. Honestly, if I could, I'd go back and redo the original two. Not because I did them with Jake. I think Jake gave some good commentary in those. It was because my audio was really off. And it just... I recorded it with my crappy computer mic. So, I'd honestly go back and redo those if I could. He's convinced I don't have feelings. You don't have feelings. You have told me you don't have feelings. You are more emotionless than me. Did you hear that this year is the 75th anniversary? Yeah, I know it's the 75th anniversary, and frankly, Mattel isn't going to do anything for it, so I'm not going to say I don't care, but why should I? Attack of the Clones has bad dialogue. It does. And I tried to bring that up to my brother. I was like, look, dude, the dialogue in the prequels suck. And he's like, well, I don't care about the dialogue. If you're judging the film as a whole, you have to judge every single aspect of it, including the dialogue. He's almost 16, so he really doesn't understand how to think critically about a film. He just goes, well, the story was fine, so I like it. So, whenever he grows up and actually matures, he'll learn how to think critically about a film. Maybe he'll realize the sequels are not bad, because they're not. Ever seen Gravity Falls? It's a great show. James, are you sure you're not Turtles and Thomas? No, I've not seen Gravity Falls, and I don't really care to. So I've made Gum Robber wait long enough. I've made all of you wait long enough. Let's get into the update portion of this video. So, Gum Robber wants to know when normal uploads will return. I actually have a concrete answer for you on that. Well, sort of concrete. If I had to guess, and this is my best guess here, uploads will more than likely return in mid to late March, or maybe early April, around that time frame. Because HMR Season 2 is not done. I'm working on it currently. I think I'm on the 5th or 6th film I'm supposed to cover for the season. And I just recorded the 4th episode last night. So, that means I'm on film number 5. And, yeah, since I got most of my chores done today, or tonight, I can watch that 5th film tomorrow and compile my thoughts on it and probably record the video for it later on this week. So, yeah, HMR Season 2 is in full production. It is completely planned out. I've shot about 80% of the close-ups and menu tours. And it's coming along. I'm liking how it's turning out so far. I've got 3 episodes completely done and finished and ready to upload, and they're pretty good. And I've got some big plans after HMR Season 2 is finished. So I won't detail those here because that's way far in the future. But rest assured, you guys will like it. I saw earlier somebody asked, I can't remember who it was, somebody asked when's my next episode or remake coming. This is where the bad news comes in. I am in the middle of shooting an Oliver Owns Up remake. I've been shooting that since July of last year. That's because I've been taking coherent breaks. I'll shoot like a scene and then I'll just stop working on it for like 6 weeks and then shoot another scene. It's been a very slow process. Hopefully tomorrow I can actually shoot a little bit more of it and I'll just work on it consistently. So that'll be the next remake. That should be out. That should be finished by the time regular uploads return to the channel. So that'll be one of the first videos that come out. Unfortunately, though, the series that I promised in the Comic-Con live stream is going to have to get pushed. I know I said summer 2020 is when that would come out. Unfortunately, that's not the case anymore. I'm going to have to push it to summer 2021. I know that's kind of disheartening to a lot of you because y'all were excited for that, and frankly, I was excited to start working on it again. I don't have the time or the resources to finish that and get it out by summer of this year, so I apologize, but I'm pushing it back another year. Trust me, it will be worth it. I have a lot of good ideas. I've completed a lot of the minifigures for some scenes I need to shoot with it. I've completed some of the scripts have already been written. 2 or 3 I think have already been written, and I've planned out the other like 4 or 5 in my head, so I know, how they're gonna play out and stuff. I'm trying to get cast members back, mainly Hero the Japanese Train. Matt has been like disappeared for the last like month or 2 months or 3 months or however long he's been gone. So I have not been able to get in contact with him to see if he would be up for coming back as Murdoch. I'm trying to get him back though. I am. What series are you talking about? Sort of Productions, I'm talking about my Thomas and Friends series, man. Did you not see the Comic-Con live stream? My Wooden Railway series. I announced a lot of that in the Comic-Con live stream, and I promised summer 2020. I should have known that that was not going to happen because I'm terrible when it comes to getting things out on time. So summer 2021 is when that's coming out. So I'm not going to promise that because I know if I promise it, it's not going to happen. So there's a high chance it's going to come out in 2021. I don't want to be the kind of guy that's like, oh yeah, it's coming out this year. Wait, no, I'm pushing it. Coming out this year. I don't want to be that guy. Okay? I really want to get this series done because after this batch of episodes, I'm probably never going to make another Wooden Railway episode again. I want this to be my best. So, fingers crossed, everybody, it comes out in 2021. Are you talking about Engine Adventures that was supposed to come out this summer that you're pushing to next year? Yeah, Avengers Assemble. I thought that was obvious. Yeah, I'm talking about Engine Adventures. That's coming out summer 2021 now. So I'm so sorry. I feel bad. I really do feel bad. I don't like pushing this. I tried to think it over in my head and I thought, okay, maybe I could do it, but I would kill myself halfway through. So, yeah, no, I'm giving myself as much time as possible. I'm gonna just consistently work on it just a little bit each week throughout the year and probably start the editing process for the episodes around August to September of this year. Hopefully all the footage is shot by then. So again, fingers crossed, everyone. I met up with Matt back in November, and given the pushback release date, I hope it means that it will be good. You're talking about Twillman, right? Here, the Japanese train? Yeah, I've not been able to get in contact with him. I don't know if he's open to returning as Murdoch, because Murdoch, in one of the episodes, has a pretty substantial role. So I hope he'd be open to returning as Murdoch. That would be awesome if I could get him back, but, we'll just have to see. I know Hope is super excited about my Wooden Railway series. She hasn't seen a single episode of it. So. Don't worry, Hope. Some of our dates this summer will consist of me filming while you're watching me. So, because that's just how it's going to have to be. So let's see. We've been streaming for what? Almost 2 hours now. Jeez, that's a long. The delay better be worth it. The attitude, Gum Robber. Oh my gosh. That's almost worse than Hope's attitude. I met him, Train King James, and a few others at Strasbourg. Oh, I forgot about the Strasbourg meetup. That's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, so, yeah, that makes sense. I wish I could have gone to that, but Strasbourg is in Pennsylvania, and I don't live anywhere near Pennsylvania, so yay. I think Devin just got a 360 no-scope, jeez. You find the group photo we took, I'm the one in the blue coat. Okay. I think I remember what that group photo was. Saw it all over my Twitter. Hope just stands in your room watching you move wooden trains around. That's honestly probably what's going to happen. At least one time where we hang out, that's honestly what's going to happen. Look, she's making me see Doolittle. She owes me. So, it'd be nice to have an extra set of hands. Okay, this question is grammatically incorrect. What are you going to do another home media reviews? I think he means, when am I going to do another home media reviews? I was just talking about it. Home media review season 2 is in production right now. It's coming out almost said next year. This year, dude. And also I think he meant, what are you going to do for another home media review? That I cannot tell you because that is secret. The meetup was the highlight of 2019 for me. That's awesome, Soda Productions. Honestly, one of the highlights of 2019 for me was meeting up with Henbone, Crimson 2091. That was pretty cool, hanging out with him in St. Louis. And I guess meeting Hope was pretty good in 2019 too. I mean, she's obviously not here to scream at me, so I guess, yeah, I guess that was a pretty good highlight. Ever seen The Simpsons? Yeah, I watched the first whole season of The Simpsons on Disney Plus. I started season 2, but didn't get very far into it. I thought, hey, I'm going to watch all 30 seasons, and that did not happen. I liked what I saw. Will there be another HMR miniseries like the Star Wars HMRs? Good question, Gum Rubber. You know, I kind of liked that last year. You know, I do a full season toward the beginning of the year, 13 episodes. Then I kind of do some supplementals, you know, some other work throughout the year, and then towards the end I come back with a little mini series. So I kind of liked that format, and I'm toying with ideas for another mini series. You know, I've got some in the back of my head of stuff I can do. So that is very much in the cards for this year. That is an idea that is being considered. What has been the best place you have traveled to, or what is a place you would like to go to? That's a good question. And it's a different question, one I don't get asked a lot. Trying to think. It's hard to think with my brother yelling his head off in the other room. I think my favorite place I've ever been to is probably Hilton Head, honestly. I just love any beach I get to go to, and Hilton Head is my favorite vacation spot. So, and since I like it, Hope hates it. So, yeah, Hilton Head's probably my favorite, and I'm thinking about where would I like to go. Hawaii's pretty lit. Never been there. That's just all beach because it's an island. I'd actually love to go there. When are you going to do another Thomas and Friends home media review? That is a good question, Jaden. Whenever Mattel decides to release something, because they have not. Because I am limited by what they put out, and I don't have anything to cover right now. I could do the UK DVDs that a fan sent me, but I don't have any means to watch them. So that's a good question though, and it's one I don't really have an answer to at the moment. I'm basically limited by what Mattel does, and right now they're not doing much of anything. So. Any Thomas supplementals coming this year? Not that I can think of. I haven't picked up anything this year. I don't have any plans for any of them. Honestly, I have pretty much everything that I could ever want, except King of the Railway on Blu-ray. I'd like to have that. And a Commander Cody Black Series figure for less than $100. If any of you have a Commander Cody Black Series figure that's in the 6-inch scale and would love to give it to me, I would gladly accept it. Because everyone on eBay is like, oh, you can have it for the small price of $100, and I'm like, not paying that, sorry. Hasbro, please release Commander Cody under the archive line. I really need one. I need it bad, man. It's like a drug I can't get my hands on. Now we're talking about Penguins of Madagascar. Yeah, I like Penguins of Madagascar. I don't remember there was a video game based on it, Soda Productions, but I've never, uh, I've never played it, nor did I remember it existed. Have I played NASCAR Heat 4? No. Um, what's your favorite movie of all time? Or what's your least favorite? Sorry, your least favorite movie of all time. Mine is Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within and Go Animate the Movie. Least favorite. That is another tough question, man. I've watched so much stuff that has just not been good, and I honestly don't think I have a least favorite. I don't know, stuff that comes to my head: Terminator, Dark Fate, Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom was pretty terrible. I'm drawing a blank here. Huge blank. I'm looking over at my collection now. Green Lantern's pretty terrible. Batman v Superman's bad. Transformers 4 and 5 are both equally garbage. I don't know. I can't pick a least favorite, man. I'm sorry. Two things. Why do you refuse to watch the UK DVDs? And are you thinking about doing an HMR on Thomas and Brady's Grace Race? Yeah, I have that. I could do an HMR on it, honestly. Problem with that is, though, HMR has been rendered monetarily worthless thanks to YouTube. Hang on, I need to snap Hope and see if she's actually still watching the stream, because she's not commenting at all. You should keep watching the stream. Oops, sorry. Got caught up in checking Snap stories. What was I talking about? I don't refuse to watch the UK DVDs. I can't watch them. DVD is a region-locked format. Everyone keeps telling me, ooh, the Xbox One is region-free. It's not. The Xbox One can play region-free discs. DVD is not a region-free format. Blu-ray is. DVD can only be coded to region 1 or region 2. The UK is region 2. The Xbox One is not a region-free Blu-ray player. Okay? Let's get that out of the way. I don't refuse to watch them. I don't have a means to watch them. So, if you want to send me a region-free DVD player, go right ahead. It's the only way I'll be able to watch them. Oh. I'm just reading the comments now. You said the UK Blu-rays would work on US stuff. I know, because Blu-ray is a region-free format. DVD is not. What are we not understanding here? Blu-ray is... Yeah, Devin's making Rosie bark now. Blu-ray is region-free. DVD is not. Okay? Blu-ray has no region that it's coded to. Any Blu-ray can be region-free. That's why a lot of people import Blu-rays from the UK and whatnot because you can watch them on US players because they are region free. DVD, not region free. They can only be coded to either region 1 or 2. Are we not understanding that? Is there more I need to explain? Pablo asked, did I see Ford v Ferrari? I did not because Hope did not want to go see that, and it made me mad. I'm going to catch it when it hits Blu-ray. When does it hit Blu-ray? I put it on my calendar. Ford v Ferrari hits Blu-ray in February. February 11th is when it hits Blu-ray, so I'm definitely going to pick that up because I'm really excited to see that. Katie, I'm telling you, the Lilo & Stitch Blu-ray is region free. If I had it on DVD from the UK, it would not work because it's region 2. That's why it worked. I'm kind of tired of saying that. You made the dogs mad. I didn't make the dogs mad. Soda production. My brother's downstairs egging them on. So, not my fault. Let's see. How long have we been streaming for? 2 hours, 7 minutes. We'll go for another 5-10 minutes. Then I'm going to wrap things up. Because I'm starting to get tired. Oh. Oh. Hey, Lego lover, are you afraid of the THX logo? Why would I be afraid of a logo? I'm 20. What do I look like, a fool? I heard it, but that works for your Xbox. The Xbox is not region free. I'm tired of saying this, Katie. One last time. Xbox One S is not region free. It can play region 1 things. Blu-ray discs are region free. DVDs from the UK are region 2. Therefore, they cannot be played on a US Xbox system. Okay? That's the last I'm saying of it. Honestly, I'm getting tired of explaining it. What are your thoughts on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? I have not seen all 6 seasons, and the show stinks. Ever seen the Doom movie? That's the one with The Rock, right? I've never seen it, but I've heard reviews, and by all accounts, it's terrible. Do you remember the TCC? I do. I only ever watched their first, project, but I remember it not being very good, and I remember Young Bao, flying in an episode, because Hero the Japanese Train made a bunch of edits of it with people shooting themselves when they see it, and it was funny. Katie, I'm not answering these questions anymore. I've already explained it to you 5 times. Please stop asking. I got a snap back from Hope. What did she say? She just said okay. He's probably not even watching now. I missed the TCC. The latter episodes towards the end were bad, but I still miss it. I thought it was all bad, man. From what I saw of it, none of it was good. But that's just me. Okay, if you get Lilo & Stitch on Blu-ray, you can get it from any region. It will work. Just don't get it on DVD because it won't work if you buy it from the UK or Europe. Done. No more. Are you afraid of the THX robot? Jaden, why are you asking these things? I'm not afraid of anything. Except dying alone. Ever seen the 1986 animated Transformers movie? I have not. I know Ronnie really likes it. You are not watching the stream, Hope. Get out of here. Actually, don't get out of here, but you're not watching. You think you're watching, but you're really not. It's all in your head. So before we end the stream, I guess I should discuss why I titled it Doomsday is Here, because of the new changes that have been implemented by YouTube. I talked about them in the November live stream and how it was going to ruin some creators' careers, and yeah, they are just as bad as we all expected. Comments have now been disabled for every video that's been ever been marked as made for kids, and pretty much all Thomas content can be seen as made for kids, so all those comments are gone. And it really sucks. Comments are the one way that I get to interact with you guys, except on places like Twitter and whatnot. So it sucks that YouTube didn't wise up, and they have shot themselves in the foot for like the 14th time. Except this time they actually have a chance of dying from it, because creators are fed up. Are fed up with this kind of stuff. They are absolutely done with it. I don't know what he's doing. I'm shutting my door. This is ridiculous. As I was saying, this time YouTube actually has a chance of dying from this wound, because creators are fed up and they're going to leave. Creators are going to leave, and YouTube service is just going to go downhill. It is. I see in the foreseeable future either YouTube wises up and rolls back these restrictions, because these restrictions do nothing. These restrictions do not stop YouTube from collecting data on kids. They don't. They don't stop people. The only people that can stop YouTube from collecting data on kids is YouTube itself. These restrictions were not necessary. Not necessary at all. And a lot of people seem to think that these restrictions are because of the FTC. Let me set the record straight for you. The FTC is not the bad guy in this scenario. The FTC caught YouTube breaking the law, and instead of YouTube maybe taking a bigger fine for what they have done, they took a smaller fine and threw their creators under the bus. They sacrificed us to save their profits, which is despicable, in my opinion. Susan Wojcicki is despicable. Everyone who works at YouTube is basically despicable at this point, because they have completely sacrificed their kids' content creators and have rendered channels like mine monetarily worthless. I can tell you all this right now. I used to make around $90 to $100 a month doing this. I have no qualms about revealing that publicly, because it's not a lot of money. I didn't make a lot of money off of this to begin with, but it was still nice to see that check come in from YouTube every month or so. In the last couple of weeks, my revenue has dropped 50%. That's unheard of. Usually it drops about 20 to 25% after Christmas, because all the Christmas ads go away. It has never dropped 50% before. And that's because Thomas & Friends HMR is marked as made for kids, and YouTube has rendered it monetarily worthless. All kids' content now is monetarily worthless. So unless you are shit posting 5 videos a day, you're going to make at least 50 to 60% less of what you were making beforehand. And it's going to drop even more. I expect within the next month, my revenue will have plummeted. And it's because of YouTube. If I did this as a job, I'd be screwed right now. Luckily, I don't. But if I did, I'd be screwed. This is already affecting channels like Jangbricks. Jangbricks came out with a video saying he was wrong about Kappa and what YouTube has done. His channel is now monetarily worthless. He admitted it in his video, and he's trying to change things around so he can start marking his content as not for kids because he can't make money anymore. It honestly, I'm fed up. I'm fed up with how YouTube treats its creators, and the fact that their stupid Twitter account says, "Oh, we care about creators. You guys are the best." You don't give a shit about us. You don't. You never did. If you actually cared, you wouldn't have offered us up as sacrificial lambs to save your own asses. That's ridiculous. Honestly, I heard Sidekick Jason tweeted about the whole Kappa thing, and he said that maybe once he starts uploading his third season of his series, YouTube will have finally got their act together. And honestly, I don't believe that to be true. I don't think YouTube will ever get its act together because of the leadership there. They don't care about us creators. All they care about is the creators that make them money. They don't care about the small channels like me and you and everyone else that actually don't make them money. They never cared. They never will care. And that's unfortunate. It's also unfortunate that there's not another video sharing site out there that's as good as YouTube. I mean, there's Daily Motion, I guess, and a website called BitChute, Vimeo, I guess, but YouTube knows they have a monopoly. YouTube knows they have what's akin to a monopoly over video production on the internet and video posting websites. They know they have it, and that's why they act like this, because they act like they're the top dog around here. And it's stupid. They have no checks and balances. And I'm not stopping producing content because I do this as a hobby and I like doing it as a hobby. I was never in it for the money, man. It was about us against the system. But I will admit, it's sad to see my revenue plummet so much. And it's sad I'm not going to be making as much as I did before. Doesn't mean I'm going to quit, though. But, man, it is a little bit of that incentive is gone now. Because YouTube is so fucking stupid. And I know this isn't going to reach them. I know they're not going to see this stream. I know they don't care about me. This little spiel is not going to change their minds. But I got to say what I need to say. Because I'm done. I'm done with YouTube. I'm done with their stupid ass platform. Especially since their new community guidelines came out. And it is so against creators now. It is just... I'll tell you guys a story about this before I read out the last chat questions, and then we go ahead and call it a night here. YouTube's new community guidelines system is so against creators, YouTube can basically flag any video that they see as offensive, or they see a flagged video from a user, and their bots will review it. If they see one little thing that deems it as offensive or bullying, video is gone completely. Like the content cop on Leafy, that got removed from a huge channel like iDubbbz that shows that none of us are safe. And I'll give you an example of one of my videos that recently got taken down because of this whole community guidelines thing. Do you guys remember the user Reverend James Paul? He hasn't been relevant in a few years because he hasn't done anything of relevancy in the last few years. He came back into the news recently, or came out of the woodwork, onto my channel, mind you. He came onto my channel, and he found the video that I posted called Google Plus Shenanigans, Reverend James Paul Going Nuts in Scarloey Reneas' live stream. It was an excerpt from one of Scarloey Reneas' live streams that I took and uploaded onto my channel because I thought it was funny. Since then, those live streams have since been privated, so that was the only evidence of Reverend James Paul going like a crazy, crazy person. James Paul comes onto my channel and says, well, this video is completely outdated. It should really be removed. And I'm like, are you serious, bro? No one watches this video. View counts on that video had stagnated. I wasn't making any money off of it. No one was watching it. No one was commenting on it. I don't know why he felt the need to go onto my channel, find that video, and comment to me about it. Supposedly, he was messaging Scarloey Reneus a ton about that video, trying to get her to take it down. Seriously? But anyway, as I was saying, he comments on my video. I say, nope, not going to happen, bro. Then he comments back and says, okay, well, if you don't, I'm going to have to file a claim on it. So then he starts using scare tactics. Now he's using scare tactics to try to get me to take down the video. So I say, bring it on. And he says, okay, I'm going to file a claim. I said, you do that. Go ahead. Come to find out, though, James Paul commented on my video at 11 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock p.m. I check my email that's registered in my YouTube channel, and I got an email from YouTube at 10:49 p.m. that night that said, we have received a community guidelines flag on one of these videos. It's from the user, blah, 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 blah. Here's where it is. It's at this timestamp. Reverend James Paul commented on my video telling me to remove it after he filed the claim. He wasn't going to give me a chance to remove it at all. If you guys want to see the evidence for this, it's on my Twitter. I've got screenshots of when he commented and when the email was sent and all that, so please feel free to go on my Twitter. I'm going to retweet it after the video, or after the stream is done. So if you want to see the evidence, it's on my Twitter. So if James Paul sees this live stream and tries to call me a liar, I'm not, because I have the evidence. I know exactly what he did, and it's honestly appalling. And because YouTube's community guidelines are so against creators, I had no choice but to take the video down, because they weren't going to rule in my favor. So that's what happened with Reverend James Paul. I have not spoken to him since that happened. That happened before the new year. Happened like December 22nd or 23rd, I believe. So he has not reached out to me to try to apologize or anything. He has not reached out to me to try to yell at me. So, James Paul, you want to get into a debate about this? We can. You can tell everyone how you're a big fat liar. And how you can't take criticism. I still have the video, by the way. If anyone is interested, I still have the video of him going insane. I've been debating on posting the part where he just flips out on my Twitter. I've been debating about it. If you guys would like to see that, please let me know, because he kind of deserves to have this happen to him after being such a complete scumbag. Okay, so I'm not seeing a lot of questions or anything. I see a lot of Soda Productions talking about the FTC, and yeah, the FTC admitted they don't know how YouTube works. Yeah, I know. It's not their fault, though, but they should probably learn how it works. Jaden asked Hope if she was afraid of the THX robot. Hope, you're afraid of the THX logo? Wow. Weakling. Some live stream this turned out to be. Is that a roast, Gum Rubber? Do you think this stream wasn't good? I thought it was good. I thought this was a great stream to kick off the year. Me doing laundry. It was great. Something in my ear. Gross. See a lot of people saying they want to see that. Well, I'll get around to that. I'll probably post it tomorrow. I need to cut the video down. So, yeah, I'll probably post that tomorrow. So, okay. Well, how long have we been streaming for? Let's see here. Almost 2.5 hours. Wow, that's almost the runtime of The Last Jedi. Isn't that great? So, that pretty much wraps things up here, folks. This was a great stream. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun interacting with you guys, and I'm happy to be back streaming. Hopefully this year I can get all 12 months. Maybe I'll actually stream in May this year. Gee, I sure hope so. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for being here with me. Everyone, I thank you by name, but there's a lot of you. So thank you all for being here. Thank you, Hope, for sticking around and clicking off the stream and then going back on the stream when I told you to get back on the stream. That was nice of you. So, yeah, this was fun. Night, Uncle Lego Lover. I forgot. That was my nickname for a while, was Uncle Lego Lover. Austin, you are a real one. Jeez. But yeah, more videos will be coming. In the future, I've got a lot of Let's Plays. And actually, tomorrow, I'm shooting a vlog when I go see Doolittle with Hope. So I'll actually upload that vlog this month. So you're going to get a video from me this month. So that's cool. So yeah. Maybe I'll do like once a month uploads for a while till I can actually get back on a continuous schedule. So yippee, that's fun. So once again, thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you in the next one. I'm going to play the intro for the stream because that's the only thing that I have in terms of an outro. I just don't have an outro. So once again, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, good night, everybody.